So I'm here in Cebu, Philippines, at the Seaside Mall, and this is Sarah that I have with me today.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.
And anyway, Sarah has a cookie company. And so, Sarah, what's the name of your company?
Baked by Sarah.
Baked by Sarah. And so, tell me, what kind of cookies do you have?
I do have like red velvet cookies. I have chocolate chip cookies, which is the original. I have the double chocolate chip cookies, and it comes with dark chocolate and just a normal chocolate. That's why
okay.
it called dark chocolate cookie. And then I do have matcha green tea cookie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't like some people doesn't really like matcha. So those vegetarian people, they love matcha.
I like matcha. Yeah.
Do you like matcha?
I do, yeah. And the red velvet cookie is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all really, really good. Mm-hmm. But the red velvet's, that's my favorite, I'd say. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so if you would describe the red velvet cookie.
It's red. Just kidding, guys. I know, but it's color red, and some people are very confused what are the ingredients of the red velvet cookie, why it turns red, and then why it tastes like red velvet.
It has like a white chocolate
Yes,
in it too, correct?
it comes with a white chocolate, and then there's a dark chocolate powder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to put dark chocolate powder on it, and then some flour, and some vanilla extract, eggs and butter. So there's a lot of ways how to create a cookies which is that can taste really good.
Yeah. Your cookies are like the best.
Yeah.
You know.
And one of my bestseller is that one, the red velvet with the red and the white chocolate.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, Sarah, tell me, so how did you get into cooking? You know, making cookies. What, did your mom teach you? Or, you know, how did you become such a great cook?
I don't know. It's just like I'm very how to say that, I always do the YouTube thing, and then I really love cooking, but I didn't expect that I will come to the point where I do baking stuff, because I just cook some normal food just like this, pasta, carbonara, and anything. So that was way back 2020. I was in my lowest point, so I was looking for something. I was looking for some hobbies that can make me, you know, like makes me happy, make myself busy that time. So, and then I ended up making cookies, and it's funny because my first cookies was really funny because it was very dry. It doesn't even taste good. And then I asked my cousin to try it. That was chocolate chip cookie, because that's the basic one you can learn from before you go to other variety of cookies. So the first one I made was chocolate chip cookies, and then it turns very bad. But it was my first time, guys, so chill.
Okay.
So that was my first time. But you know, I find it very interesting when I'm doing that, because I didn't realize that, you know, when you do baking stuff, you should be more like perfectionist about what you're doing. You need to, you're not just baking, you're doing stuff like you need to check the ingredients, the amount of the ingredients, the grams of it. Like, you need to have how to say that, you need to have exact measurements with your cookies. It's not like you're just doing cooking and doing stuff, like you can put sour or anything, but the baking is very different, and I find it very interesting within myself. it's very challenging for me when I do my first cookie thing before, way back 2020. And then after that, I actually stopped for like 2 years. I stopped baking cookies for 2 years. Then I realized there's something in my head, like there's really something, like not just my head, but in my heart, like I should try to do baking cookies again, because it was very successful before, way back 2020. And even if it's my first time, I'm trying to sell cookies already with my friends. I introduced cookies to my friends and they loved it, but I stopped making those because I tried to prioritize my work in Bo's Coffee. And I came back, and then because there's something really going on in my head, like someone is trying to say you should bake again because your cookies are great,
Right.
your cookies are good,
Yeah.
like that. So I did, and this year, even last year, I tried it again, and it was very like a successful, because some of my customers, they really love my cookies, and that's how it started. And then until now, I do baking as well. So I tried cakes, and yeah, maybe next time I will try another flavor, and maybe I will try to propose cakes as well, because it's better to upgrade more, and you can do more, you can have more knowledge as well about baking, not just prioritizing the cookies, but you should have another menus when you have your own company, right?
Right,
So
yeah.
some people can choose which one they like. Maybe they want some cakes, so maybe they want some cookies. It's just like a different varieties, different menus.
So what kind of cakes do you make?
I tried actually the cookies and cream cheesecake.
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
wow.
And
Yeah.
also the biscuit cheesecake. And that actually my first time. Yes, it was my first time to bake the cheesecake. That was December, almost Christmas. So I baked that one, and it turns out very fantastic because my family, they really love the cheesecake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was actually my first time to bake that one. As long as you have the exact measurement and everything, you're good to go. But for the baking, it's about like perfectionist. You need to be perfect of what you're doing. You cannot just do the baking. You need to love what you're baking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it takes a lot of time and effort. You know, some people, they think that my cookies and my cakes are very expensive. They think like that because they don't know how much I put an effort with everything I do. And it takes a lot of time, especially when you're doing your baking, especially when you're baking some cakes. It will take a lot of like 2 days to finish everything, especially when you're doing the cheesecake. Yeah, it takes like a lot of time to make it perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for me, I mean, I would rather pay a little bit extra, for the best cookies
Yeah.
than get the cheapest cookies,
Yeah.
out there for sure.
Yes, because when you get the cheaper cookies, you will also taste the ingredients are cheap.
Yeah.
Especially when the chocolates they put it in, it's cheap, so that's why they're selling it cheap. So mine is different because I'm putting the expensive how to say that,
Ingredients.
So I'm just not putting ingredients there because I want just to sell it, but I want people to love what I cook.
Right.
So
right.
yeah. So there's a difference when you're selling, and when you're selling at the same time, you want your customers to be happy what they're eating, what they're purchase, right?
Yeah, and
That's
I
very
believe-
important.
I believe your cookies have like real butter in them and real chocolate and
Yeah.
chocolate chips, and yeah, I mean they're super good.
Yeah, it is. I think.
Yes. Oh no, definitely. So your cookies come in. Is it two different sizes?
Yes. I have 60 grams and 100 grams. So the 60 grams it will cost you, not individual because I don't sell it individual. It's like half dozen and 1 dozen. So half dozen is like 6 pieces, and that
okay.
will be 380. So
Okay.
if you want to get the 6 flavors with my cookies, it will be 380. But if you get just one, let's just say one flavor, let's just say red velvet, so it will be 360. So the difference between the prices are only 20 pesos here in Philippines, Cebu.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And for the 100 grams, of course, you can order like one. You can order one for the 100 grams because it's big.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's
Yeah.
a huge cookies.
It's a huge
yeah.
cookie.
So it's huge cookies, and for the prices 120 each price with the cookies. And then those are we have. I tried the mini cookies like 20 grams, but the flavor it's different. The texture of the cookies is different because
Right.
if you put 20 grams, it's a little bit dry. So I don't want that dryness in the cookie. So that's why I prefer the 60 grams. And if you're very a big fan with the cookies, go with the 100 grams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's nothing better than a hot cookie late at night with a big glass of milk.
Yeah, it is. And just watch a movie,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and there's
yeah.
some snack in there. Or if you
Yeah.
go to, if you want to do study, it's a good thing. They have your chocolate chips and your milk, and then you're doing your study in there. It gives you more. It can gives you more.
Energy.
Yeah, energy because
Yeah.
it's chocolate. You know.
Right, right.
Yeah, it
It'll
will.
keep you awake.
Yeah, it is. So.
Yeah. No, so yeah. So if you're, I'm going to put Sarah's info down at the bottom of this, and yeah, if you try her cookies, are the best in Cebu and maybe the best in the world.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Just think.
So, but they're fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is very fantastic.
they are. Yeah.
They are very fantastic.
And then you can have them delivered. And how do you have them delivered?
In here in the Cebu, we do have Maxim, Angkas, so you can deliver it via motorcycle.
Okay.
So they will pay delivery fee on that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And yeah, so if you're studying or working at home, and then it's late at night, and you're craving a snack, you can order the cookies at any time, and
Yeah.
and I mean they'll be there as soon as they get picked up and dropped off. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's freshly baked cookies, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, and they should probably still be warm when they arrive. Yeah.
That's true.
So-
And then it tastes better when the cookies are freshly baked. Yeah, it's fresh from the oven.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for talking to us. And,
Yeah.
yeah, it was an interesting interview, and yeah, give Sarah's cookies a try. You'll be glad you did. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye.
We began to feel the fire.